Hey howdy, hey partners, it's TodayIGrewUP, and today I'm super excited because we have an ultimate Buzz Lightyear head mod tutorial. Let's get into it.
Reach for the sky!
You're watching Today I Grew Up.
To infinity and beyond!
Well partners, excited to be back again to do another tutorial on Buzz. Let's say that you bought Preston's movie accurate custom Buzz head and you got these connector pieces and you're thinking to yourself, well, how the heck do I install this on a signature or collection Buzz, or how do I install it on a Disney Store Buzz Lightyear? Hopefully this tutorial helps you because I want to teach people how I do these things. And also, ultimately at the end of the day, I do want to do a magnet mod personally for my Buzz heads. So I mixed up this information in the last video. Basically, this is for the Disney Store connector because it's got one screw there, and this is for the collection or signature collection Buzz. So this is a signature collection Buzz. This would also work for a collection Buzz. Basically, you pull this back piece off first, and don't mess with the wings. You don't have to do that. We just need to unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4 screws right there. Remove it so we can crack open Buzz. Can't tell you how many times we've cracked open this Buzz for mods. Hopefully this is one of the last times because I don't like the signature collection. It's really hard to get in here because of the wires, so you got to be very careful. But this should slide out pretty easy like that. So I would not mess with this, put it aside, and we'll leave this alone. If you're really going for movie accurate Buzz, don't worry about the head motor. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to keep the head motor working. That's fine. For me, that is not an important feature because in the movie, Buzz didn't really have a motor. That was for the head. That was more of a gimmick for Thinkway Toys. Don't mess with anything. It should still work technically. You see there's 2 screws there. We're going to remove these 2 screws to loosen the head. Because Preston included the connector piece, it should be a lot easier to do. We don't have to, he already did the hard work of designing it, so you don't have to do any custom modding. You're just replacing parts with custom parts. Next, we take this out now. That releases the head, and you don't need this one anymore if you got Preston's. That's what we're going to be using. So here's the underside of Preston's. Here's the Thinkway Toys modded one, but this is how it looks like when you have a signature collection or collection Buzz head. So you want to get the connector piece that Preston made and plug it in just like that. And I wouldn't recommend gluing it down or anything, because if you want to reverse it in the future, or let's say you change your mind and you're like, I want to put it on a Disney Store body, so I wouldn't glue this in, just screw it back in and it should line up perfectly. Let's test that out next. If you push it down firmly, it should snap into place, so I think that worked good. Next step, after you snap in the connector like I showed you, we're going to rest it right here, and you can see that's going to look good. And down here is the tricky part. This is what stops the head motor. You don't want to mess with anything there. Basically, you just want to line up the holes of the screws, what was already there before, and we're going to screw it back in. I screwed it back in tightly, and that's what it should look like. It still has articulation, so it'll still work with your head motor. So that's how you know you did a good job, that it's not slipping out. So you can install this back on your collection or signature collection Buzz, and this is if you don't want to do the magnet method, this will work, and you just put it back into Buzz, screw them back together, and you're all done, and that works. So Preston's connector pieces do work with signature or collection Buzz. And to kind of complete this tutorial process, if you're doing this very carefully, you're going to just line it up, slide Buzz back in there like so. The tricky part is getting this to line up perfectly to close him back up. So just take your time, go very slowly, and remember to line up these pieces as well into the slots when you screw them back together, and that will work perfectly once you line it all up. Right now, obviously it doesn't look good because I'd have to line it all up. If you're watching this as a tutorial for collection or signature Buzz, this is where it ends, and I wish you luck. It's not too hard to do, just follow the steps like I showed you. Now let's say you have a Disney Store Buzz and you want to put Preston's custom head on this one. You have a connector piece for that one. What we're going to do, step 1, is there is a screw right here that we're going to take out. This is usually what you do for Disney Store Buzz to replace the batteries on him anyways. So this is where you unscrew that. Once you get that unscrewed, you just pull it off like that. You can see that's where the batteries are changed. Now we're going to unscrew 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. We took out the screws, so now we are going to separate this. Once you separate him enough, you can slide this part out like that, and don't mess with the wires inside Buzz because those are going to be hard to fix if you pull anything. Now I'd already done some work on this stunt Buzz, so that's why it doesn't look normal and his head's already removed. On this Buzz, all you have to do is just unscrew 1 screw, that loosens the head and it comes right off. It looks like this. And now to prep Preston's custom buzz head here for Disney Store body, we're just going to line it up this way. And make sure you press it in firmly so that it's kind of flat in there and it's not sticking out weird. And remember that this triangle shape thing has to be on the back of Buzz's head facing that way, because there's a nodule that helps it swivel. So you see that little kind of nodule there? That's what that triangular shaped piece is for. So you see how that lines up nicely? We're going to put it like this and make sure it lines up here with the bottom perfectly, like that. Once you have it lined up here, you just get your screw that has already a built-in washer on it. We're then just going to screw it in like normal. That's what it looks like screwed in, and it works. Preston's head can now rotate side to side, no issues at all, and you can still close the helmet, so it is compatible. The whoosh feature still works like normal, so that's good. You just gotta slide it back in. It's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but with some practice and patience, you can get it. Just be very careful, because you don't want to pull the wires or resolder anything. That is not fun to fix, because I definitely don't even know how to solder myself. So see, once you line it up and you get it just right, you can have it working. And I didn't screw it back in, but that's what locks this arm down for the karate chop action. But this is going to look super great when you're done. If you want to put this on a Disney Store body, it is still working for that. He still has side-to-side articulation just like the regular Disney Store one. So it looks awesome. But for me, I definitely want to do magnets. The next part of this video, now that I've shown you how to install it on a collection signature buzz or a Disney Store body, now I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my magnet mod. We're going to work on Disney Store first here. I'm going to get my gator grips. I'm going to pinch this little nodule thing because it's in the way for me laying down the magnet. So I'm just going to kind of twist it off. You see there? I'm already breaking it off. All this will be covered up by a magnet anyway, so you won't be able to see it. But I'm going to definitely get rid of this thing. It's in the way. You want to get your magnet, put some hot glue on it. I'm going to put it around there, and once I get a second magnet, I'm going to overlay it slightly over that one. And this is the result. I double layered it for extra strength, sliding it slightly, gluing it right there, so it kind of fixes the head position where it's supposed to go. This is all you need to do for the Disney Store. We're going to move on to the Signature Collection body that I have. To do the magnet mod on the Signature or the Collection body, it's a little different. The magnet is awesome, but it's just a little too small for this area, but that's okay. What I'm going to do is cut out a magnet sheet to cover that up. For the thin magnet, I got this on Amazon, 4x6. It's meant for photos, to peel and stick for photos on your fridge, but this will work perfectly as a base for our collection buzz. This is not going to show, so it doesn't matter how you cut it. Just cut a piece large enough to cover the bottom here, and that's what I'm going to do. And this will allow it to have a place for the magnet to get glued onto. I glued it really well on the bottom there, so nothing's going to move. And right here you have the magnet facing up, and it's going to hold two magnets. So next step is we're going to not glue one, but we're going to glue two magnets down here in the center. Second magnet has been installed there, so you can see it is not going to go anywhere. It is nice and strong here. Nothing's going to happen to it. As a tip, double check the polarity of the magnet because you want it facing the right side up, because if you have multiple buzzes like me and you want to swap them out really easily, make sure all the magnets match the polarity so that it sticks the same across the board. Those mods were a success for the magnet. We got collection, signature collection buzz here, and Disney Store buzz. This is what it should look like. Testing out the magnet, I realized that hot glue gun didn't hold up, so I had to use Gorilla Glue Gel for this one. For some reason it works on the Disney Store, but for signature or collection buzz, use Gorilla Glue Gel Super Glue. It'll secure it better. The hot glue gun just didn't work with this magnet method. All these buzz heads, you want to cut out the magnet part. Make sure the polarity again matches so it's interchangeable with all the buzzes. I can just show you here. I haven't glued it yet. But basically what I'm going to do is glue this magnet to this sticky side of the pad, and then here I'm going to glue it again so it's secure double. It's not going to go anywhere, and it's got a smooth, and it doesn't bulk it up more because you don't want more magnet bulk. So this is very thin material, so it kind of hides the bulk of the magnet underneath, which is kind of genius because then it's going to hold up really well and you don't have to worry about the bulk or anything. So I'm going to do this for all the buzz heads that I have. For this buzz head, I'm going to have to do something creative because it's from the collection or the signature collection buzz I have. I'm going to get a drill into it. Then I'm going to get gator grips, gut out all the plastic so I don't ruin the head, And then I'm going to do the same magnet method for this one. Since I'm here already modding Buzz, I decided to put Preston's shoulder pad that he got me on. I think it looks better because it's not as glossy. It's just like a matte black. So that just slipped right on. And I believe they're compatible with both Signature and Disney Store. So that works really well. And so that looks nice already. The next step is I'm going to use some acrylic paint, paint the whole black so it'll look good and be its best. Here's Custom Buzz, and I painted the whole black now. So I'm going to attach the arm back into it with the matte black. So it's going to look a lot better now. Here it is, miles better. We have the Preston's shoulder pad there. Looks a lot better now, and it's not glossy, it's just matte black now. Eventually I will fix the other side to reflect that. For now it's cool. He still has range of motion here. He can still turn his arms like normal. He does have that little gap there because he can put his arm down by his side like the movie, and that's really cool. So the shoulder pad's better, the Preston one, because it actually moves with his arm. The other one was too tight on him. This one has a little bit more of a loose feel, which is good because then it can move and you can adjust the shoulder pads for, you know, functionality too. So that's pretty awesome. I just love the way that looks. Huge shout out to Preston for making the shoulder pads better for me. They're gonna look a lot better for display and functionality too as I move his arm around. So really love that a lot. That was cool. Now that the magnet mod is complete, every one of these Buzz heads now has magnets. So if I want to use the closed mouth smile here Buzz on this one, I can use that. It's cool. This one closes and works just fine, so that's nice. The JCPenney and Spanish mode on the Disney Store, it tends to get stuck because I realized for 2 magnets it's too much bulk for the taller head. So keep that in mind if you want to use this one. You might have to only do 1 magnet for Disney Store. Same thing with Preston's custom head here on the limited edition Disney Store Buzz. Looks good, but if you close the helmet, it's a little too tight, and that's because it should only have 1 magnet, not 2. But I'm not planning to use this head with the helmet closed on this Buzz. This is more for my collection or signature collection Buzz. If I want to put the regular Thinkway Toys head, it looks great there. I just love the flexibility of choosing different heads like this with the magnet mod because it just looks so much better. This was my modded Toy Story 3 Buzz head there. You can see it's all magnet mod, so they're all gonna fit and it's gonna look great. For this limited edition Buzz, I'm gonna keep the Divine Child on it because I like it better. And so this one is gonna definitely stay this way, but it's nice to have the option to swap out heads as I please. Here's my Disney Store Stunt Buzz. Let's try some heads on this one. We have the regular Thinkway Toys Nice Smile one. That looks great. I plan to keep this one on the Stunt Buzz. And then we have the Toy Story 3 modded head right there. It looks good. We have Preston's custom head here on Disney Store. Standard. Same thing. You need to have 1 magnet if you want to use this one. Here we have Divine Child on a regular Disney Store. Here we have the Spanish mode, which is pretty cool. And here we have a closed mouth smile, which is also fun. So this is the one I'm going to go with though for my Stunt Buzz, because I think it looks really good. I like this one the best and for this Buzz. And what's cool about it, it still works with the whoosh feature, no problem. So that's cool. Last but not least, we have my modded signature collection Buzz Lightyear. We're going to start with Preston's head here. This is the one I plan to use with this one. People were asking me, why are you using Toy Story 1 head on Toy Story 3 Buzz? And I don't really have a good answer for you. I don't know. I just think it looks cool. Probably keep it like that for a while. But let's say I miss the Toy Story 3 modded head. It's not a big deal. I just take it off. It's just a magnet mod. And there we go. I have the head back on. It's really nice to not have to open them up every single time I want to change a head on this custom Buzz. So having that flexibility of magnets really allows me to just do it. And he has articulation. Like I said, I don't care about the head motor. It's mostly for display. But isn't that great? It's so nice. Here's a regular Thinkway Toys Buzz head. I think it looks pretty good. Here's a closed mouth smile Buzz. I think the purple is a little light on him for that one. Here is Spanish mode Buzz on this Buzz. And Divine Child on this one for fun. Little light, that purple, compared to the darker one. For now, we'll put Preston's on it. I think it looks cool. Looks great. Well, partners, I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial of how to install different Buzz heads on different bodies for Buzz. It was really fun. Sometimes I get in there, it's an experiment. I don't always know what I'm doing, but I always try to figure it out on camera for you partners so you can learn something if you want to mod your Buzz Lightyear. Huge shout out again for Preston for sending this Buzz head for review. And for my mod, it looks great. If you want to buy one, check out the eBay link pinned in the comment section below. Also go to his Instagram, give him a follow. Preston is doing amazing work for the custom Toy Story community. As always, partners, thank you so much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. It really helps support what I do here on YouTube. If you'd like to continue to support me in this journey, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted for future videos on this channel, and I'll see you, partners, on the next video review.
You weren't the real Buzz Lightyear. You're an action figure. You are a sad, strange little man. You are a sad, strange little man. You are a child's plaything. Hey, Ham, look, I'm Picasso.
I don't get it.